We are going to go over the federal government this week. So the first part of the federal government we are going to cover is going to be the legislative branch. So the three branches of government, we have the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. We're going to go over those last two later this week. So when you think about the branches of government, you really want to think about it like branches from a tree. There are three major branches, and those three branches come down to make one tree, which is our government. The legislative branch is made up of two things, the House of Representatives and the Senate. The legislative branch, another way of saying it, is Congress. They meet in the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. So last year when people stormed the Capitol, this was the building that they were protesting in front of and inside of. This is where the House of Representatives and the Senate meet. The legislative branch is bicameral, which means it's made up of two houses, like I've said. Bicameral, it's just like a bicycle with two wheels. Bicameral means two houses. It is made of the House of Representatives and the Senate. They have the responsibility to make or create laws, but they do have a dual role. The constituents need and want specific things, so they ask their House of Representatives and their senators in their state for certain things. These people take what everybody wants and they decide what is going to be good for the nation as a whole. So just because somebody wants something specific for their state, it doesn't necessarily mean it's good for the rest of the country. So it is their responsibility to make those decisions. And if they deem that it is good to do something for the people, then they are going to create a law to do that. The House of Representatives is made up of 435 seats. The number of seats is based on the state population. So there are a few states like Massachusetts, for instance, that's actually kind of a small state, but there's a lot of people here. So we have a good amount of representatives. There are 19 committees and 84 subcommittees in the House of Representatives. These committees are dedicated to fixing specific issues that affect the country as a whole. The House of Representatives is referred to as the lower house. You sort of want to think of it as almost like they're in a building. The House of Representatives, they are the ones that start everybody at a certain level. So if there is a law that needs to happen, it goes through the House of Representatives first. So they're kind of like the first floor of, a building. You go through that first to get to the rest of the building. The leader is called the Speaker of the House. So the person who starts all the meetings and allows people to talk, they are called the Speaker of the House. The House of Representatives have sole power to impeach the president if a president is doing something that is illegal and that a president should not be doing. They have the power to impeach the president, and they are the first group of people who will vote on that. All bills to raise money must come from the House of Representatives. So anything that the government needs money for, the House of Representatives will find that money, but they need to vote on that to allow that to happen. They can't just decide to take money out and put it wherever they want. All bills or laws must pass in the House before going to the President and also to the Senate. It starts with the House of Representatives. The Senate is made up of 100 seats. There are 2 seats per state, and they all have a separate vote, which is important to understand that the House of Representatives goes on population, but the Senate, no matter what state you are in, will only have 2 senators. There are 16 committees and 69 subcommittees, which is very similar to the House of Representatives. They have committees that are dedicated to very specific issues, and they all work on those issues and bring new laws and things to the Senate or to the House of Representatives to make sure that important things for our people are being passed. They are referred to as the upper house. Everything starts in the House of Representatives, and then it goes to the Senate after. The Vice President of the United States is the President of the Senate. That basically means that this is the person who stands up front, and during meetings, they allow people to talk and they follow the rules of the Senate. They vote only if there is a tie in the Senate. So if 50 senators believe in one thing and 50 senators vote the opposite way, and there is a tie, then the Vice President of the United States or the President of the Senate, they're the same person, they will then vote to break the tie. The leader is called the President pro tempore. That just means that this person is the President of the Senate. They are nicknamed the Millionaires Club. That's a little bit of an insult, nickname, but it is basically to say that senators, they are usually not from a working class population of people, which doesn't mean that they didn't come from that necessarily, but this group of people is paid very well, and they usually make money in other ways while they are in the Senate. Senate is also allowed to impeach the president, but it has to pass through the House of Representatives first. Then it goes to the Senate, and the senators need to have 2/3 of the entire Senate vote to impeach a president. Once again, impeachment means to remove the president from his position. The Senate approval is needed on bills to raise money as well. So if the House of Representatives votes to have certain money set aside for a specific thing, the Senate then needs to vote on that as well. All laws must pass in the Senate before going to the president. The legislative branch, they have the power. These are the powers of Congress. They can oversee elections. So if there is any election problems, it goes to the Senate for the Senate to vote on specific issues. They set rules within the legislative branch. So if there are problems within the legislative branch, they're the ones that will fix them, or they will change things on how they are run. They get to tax. They're the ones that borrow money, and they're also the ones that print money in the United States. It is all through the legislative branch. They also set the rules for naturalization, which, if you guys remember, naturalization is a step to become a citizen if you were not born in the United States. They also regulate commerce, which means that's how we make all of our money. It's sort of based on our economy. It's how people work in factories and produce goods, and we send it to different states or we send it to other countries. And all the money that is being made, it is regulated by the legislative branch to make sure that people aren't doing bad things. And it also gets taxed. They're also the group of people that establish post offices. These are more of their powers. They can also declare war on another country. It has to go through both branches both houses in order to declare war. They can raise and support armies. What that means is they can decide to get enough money to increase the amount of military we have, especially if we declare war on them. And they make all laws that are necessary and proper. So any laws that are needed to make our people happy or to fix any problems that we have in the country, they're the ones that have to create them and vote on them. Congress does not have these powers. They cannot suspend habeas corpus. Habeas corpus means if somebody is found guilty of a big crime and they are placed in prison, the House of Representatives and the Senate do not get to go, oh no, we like that person. We're just going to overrule and they can walk free. They don't get to just do that. They cannot tax interstate commerce, which means if Massachusetts makes something and they send it up to New Hampshire, they don't get to tax Massachusetts for making the thing and then tax New Hampshire for accepting that product. They don't get to do that between states because that could be a really big problem for our country. And they cannot take money from the Treasury unless a law is passed. So the Treasury is basically where we store all of our money. They don't get to just take money out of there and use it for whatever they want. They actually have to vote on a law so the people of our country know what law was passed and why that money is being used. They can also not give a title of nobility, so they don't get to make somebody a king or a queen in this country. We don't have those titles, and the legislative branch can't decide that. All right, that is all of the information for the legislative branch. Make sure you answer all of the questions.